Welcome to Yupari Gaming. I'm here on High Isles on Gonfalon Bay and I'm starting my way to become a Tales of Tribute Master. So here is NPC who I have to talk to.
Heard all that, eh? Guifa's a palms up card sharp. One of the best tribute players in town. But like I always say, if you want to take the measure of a grot, you've got to climb. That nose ring jibe was unnecessary, right? I'll get her next time.
And those who don't know, this guy is voiced by Billy Boyd. I think, yes. Pippin from Lord of the Rings. What is the tribute exactly?
Tales of Tribute. It's a card game, a scavenger hunt. Zen's price. It's practically a religion for some folks. Players match wits and decks in a contest of courage, preparation, and skill. You want fame? Gold? It's all there for the taking.
Sounds interesting. How would someone get started?
Ah, fresh player. Excellent. First things first. You need to learn the rules of the game, and you'll need a couple of decks of tribute cards, of course. Find Razamad in the Gonfalon Gaming Hall. Tell him Bragus sent you. He'll get you sorted.
All right. I'll speak with Ramazad at the Gonfalon Gaming Hall.
Razamad's the game baron here in Gonfalon Bay. You won't find a kinder or more knowledgeable player west of High Rock. Not that he'll go easy on you, mind. He expects the best from the players he trains. Trust me, I should know.
So, who are you exactly?
A phrase bones. An introduction would be nice, wouldn't it? Call me Bragus. Professional gambler and semi-professional everything else. Aside from sailor, of course, I hate the water.
What brings you to High Isle?
The better question would be, what made you leave Valenwood? The answer, my friend, is debt collectors. Vigorous ones. Once I save up enough, I might go back, but I'm in no hurry. When a stiff breeze comes through, the sisters are really beautiful.
What was going on with that woman a moment ago? No idea which woman I'm talking about.
Oh, Guifa. Just a lover spat. She loves making fun of my nose ring, and I love losing money to her, apparently. Match made in Aetherius.
Yeah, like always, Jesus. You fucked it up. Does Tales of Tribute involve a lot of bettings?
Usually, no. Most players are in it for the joy of competition. But you know what they say? If there's an uncertain outcome, someone's got gold on it. I play a lot of unsanctioned matches. Putting skin in the game keeps things fresh.
You mentioned Gaming Hall.
Aye, that big building there. Used to be a House Mornard villa, believe it or not. House Dewfort seized it during the transition of the duchy, but get tired of paying for the upkeep. The Duchess sold the place to Razamad about a year ago.
So now people just play games in there?
Well, we drink in there too. People need a place to relax, chum. The ancient anchor's fine for sailors on shore leave, but people looking for a really good time always come here. Plus, it serves as our tribute chapter seat.
Chapter seat?
Yeah, a chapter is like a team of sorts. The Gonfalon chapter meets here. But we're wandering into the weeds a bit. Focus on the game first. We'll discuss the rest later.
Okay, bye.
Greetings, my friend, and welcome to the Gonfalon Gaming Hall. Please, drink and make merry. We have many strong players gracing the hall today. Lots of action. Tales of Tribute is free to watch, but far more fun to play. Do you play, Wayfarer?
Not yet. I like to learn more about Tales of Tribute.
Then you have come to the right place. Tales of Tribute is a game of stories, some fantastical and others all too real. Two players share their tales with decks of cards. The game is elegant and easy to learn, but it takes great effort to master.
How do you play?
First, you will need two decks. Each deck represents a different story, a different strategy. Your opponent brings two decks as well. Once you and your adversary combine your decks, the game can begin. A shared pool, you see. A level field of play.
All right. So where I can get these decks of tribute cards?
Make your way to the beginner's lounge and find my associate, Bragas. Tell him Razamad approved an initiation match. He will lend you a pair of decks and teach you the basics. Complete this trial and return to me for your reward.
I just saw Bragas outside.
Dear Bragas often strays, but never for long. His coin rarely holds out. He must be back by now, safe within the confines of the gaming hall where he can be supervised. Do not worry, though. Bragas is a fine player. He will teach you well.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Yes, of course. As Bragas no doubt told you, I am Razamad. I hold many roles and offices: Tribute Master, Game Baron, and Proprietor of this hall. I also lead our regional Roysters Club chapter, the Gonfalon Chapter.
Roysters Club?
Yes, the Roysters Club. It is a far-reaching organization that administrates all aspects of Tales of Tribute. They organize tournaments, publish new rules, sponsor chapters, and, most importantly, they manufacture the cards themselves.
Can anyone join?
Anyone with a pair of tribute decks, a Game Baron sponsorship, and a thirst for competition. Yes. Complete your training, and it will be my honor to welcome you into the club.
Bragas seems like quite a gambler.
Bragas, yes. He loves the game in his way. I wish he exercised more caution. He often forgets how much he has to lose. But he's a bright lad, full of youthful energy and hope. That is more than I can say about most people in this world.
Okay, see you later.
Ha-ha! If it isn't my new old friend. Found the place easy enough, eh? Pull up a chair, have a drink. As long as you're buying, of course. I'm a little light in the purse at the moment. So you talked to Razamad yet?
I'm ready to play. Razamad said you were a good teacher.
Oh, did he? Oh, I love it when we bring new players into the fold. Gets boring playing the same old salts day after day. We need new blood in here. Now, before we begin, you'll need these. 2 tribute decks you can borrow for educational purposes.
What do I do with these?
You try to defeat me, of course. First to 40 prestige, or winning the favour of all the patrons, is the victor. Don't worry, chum. I'll explain that as we go along. And loosen up, eh? You'll do fine. I'll go easy on you.
Okay, let's play.
Right. The essence of the game is to buy cards to add to your play deck. Each of us will use our play deck to score prestige, until one of us gets enough prestige to win. Lots of cards, eh? The ones on your side of the table are yours. The ones on my side are mine. The cards in the middle are what we call the tavern. We each claim cards from the tavern to improve our play decks and earn enough prestige to win. You'll take the first turn. Let's both draw our starting hands. Each of your cards have a coin value, see? You can use their coin value to buy cards into your play deck from the tavern, the centre of the table. Try to keep track of the value of the cards in your hand. Each card has a cost, a suit, and an effect. If I were you, well, this card here seems like the right one for you to buy with the coin that you have, so claim it. When you buy a card, you subtract its cost from your coin total, and you get the card. Then a new card replaces that card in the tavern. You still have enough coin to buy another card, so let's do that. Now, you can't play a card you bought right away. When you buy a card, it goes into a cooldown pile here, see? You can see at a glance what card suits are in your cooldown pile. It looks like you don't have enough coin to buy any other cards, and there's nothing else you can do at the moment. When that happens, you signal that your turn is over. Any resources you have at the end of your turn will be cleared once your turn is over, except prestige, that is. Once your turn ends, you discard your cards and draw 5 new ones. You can start to plan your next turn while I take mine. That said, you should always keep an eye on what your opponent is up to on their turn. They might buy a card or take an action that will force you to revise your plans. So now, it's my turn. I'll control the table until I signal the end of my turn. See if you can figure out my strategy based on my actions. Well, well. The cards you drew gave you both gold and power. Power has 2 uses. The first is combat, but it also turns into prestige at the end of your turn. Remember, earning prestige is how you win.
Oh, shit.
Remember when I told you that your currencies get cleared when you end your turn? Well, power doesn't carry over between turns. But when you do signal the end of your turn, any power you have left over turns into prestige. Good to know, eh? See these little fellows? They're our patrons. Each deck comes with its own patron, and they play an important role in how the deck works. See? Each patron has something they want. A price, let's call it. They also have something to offer. A reward. Pay a patron's price and you'll get their reward. You have to pay the price all at once and you usually get the reward immediately. Try paying one of these patrons. Whichever one you choose to pay will offer you a boon. Just keep in mind, you're only allowed to pay 1 patron per turn. They can get a little jealous. The patron you just paid, notice anything different about them? They favour you now. All patrons start in a neutral bent, and then show favour to whoever pays them first. Of course, you can pay a patron that favours your opponent. If you do, that patron will become neutral. Pay them again on a later turn, and then they'll favour you. And here's a tip. If you ever can get all patrons on the table to favour you, you'll win the game. Even if you have less prestige than your opponent. Just one more thing to keep an eye on. Alright, you need to draw new cards, but your deck is empty. Now we shuffle your cooldown pile, and that becomes your new draw pile. You might draw cards you bought last turn, as well as those you started with. Your cooldown pile is empty. That means all the cards you started with or bought during play are now in your draw pile. Right, it's my turn again. I'm going to draw some coin, use it to buy a card, and draw some power from my play deck, which will become prestige when my turn ends. Just like your turn, only, more experienced. Those cards you drew can trigger a combo. See how they have extra effects if you draw another card that matches their suit? Luckily, you bought cards with the suit you need to trigger these combos. Some of the most powerful effects on cards come from combos, and a card will tell you how much of each suit you need to activate its combo effect. Great players always try to trigger combos, so keep track of those suits. We're closing in on the end. I can tell by keeping track of the prestige we've earned. For this practice match, we're keeping the total small, but in a real game, you'll need more prestige to win. Ah, a grand victory! Well, maybe a little too grand. Go talk to Master Razamad and tell him you bested me. Just don't get cocky. Next time won't be so easy.
Okay. Okay, so I should have a reward or not?
You return victorious, yes? I hope you enjoyed the match. I have played countless games of both luck and skill, and truly, Tales of Tribute is the best by far. So, now that you've learned the rules, do you wish to continue your gaming journey?
Yes, I want to play more Tales of Tribute. What do I do now?
Now, you claim membership in the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club, a fraternity of tribute players committed to fair play and stiff competition. As an official Royster, you will gain access to a host of opponents and decks of your very own.
Are there other rewards?
Oh, countless rewards. With each victory, you will rise higher in the club rankings. Do well enough, and you may even earn the right to challenge the club's founders, the creators of the game itself. So what do you say? Will you join us?
Yes. I'll join the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club.
Then it is my honor to furnish you with your first pair of decks, and welcome you wholeheartedly to the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club. May good fortune shine on you, my friend. I am eager to see you put those cards to good use.
Oh, thank you.
You joined the Roysters Club at an opportune time. Smaller club chapters are preparing for a series of tournaments, ours included. The contest will not begin for some time, though, so I suggest you get some more practice in the meantime.
What do you recommend for increasing my skill?
The gaming hall provides a wealth of opportunities for Roysters Club members. Why not look around and familiarize yourself with them? Bragas can make the proper introductions. Speak with Soren, too. She's another protege of mine.
I'll be sure to speak with Bragas and Sorine. Anything else?
As in all things, the best way to improve is through doing. Set out and find new opponents. Win or lose, your skills will grow and your strategies will sharpen. Once you establish yourself in the beginner's circuit, return to me for a reward.
All right, I'll speak with Bragas and Sorine and make a name for myself.
Remember, in these early days, winning and losing mean little. Regardless of a match's outcome, you must see every game as an opportunity to hone your skills. It may sound nonsensical, but sometimes losing is the surest route to improvement.
You mentioned tournaments. Can you tell me more about them?
I would be happy to. The tournament started informally. Premier players like myself and Talib Fells gathered in major cities to match wits and sharpen our game. the Roysters Club leadership caught wind of it and began sponsoring official events.
How do these tournaments work exactly?
Well, many of the players who participated in those early matches went on to form teams, which, in the fullness of time, became club-sponsored chapters. Now those chapters compete against one another in groups. It is better to share a victory, yes?
Do winners earn a prize?
A grand prize, yes. The Roysters Club and city governments all contribute to a weighty purse. But in truth, the greatest tribute players compete for pride and glory, not coin. And the revels, of course. The Gonfalon chapter loves to celebrate.
Will you be competing in these tournaments?
No, my friend, I have achieved all that I set out to achieve at the tournament level. Now, I prefer to observe, teach, and celebrate my pupils' victories. Mostly the celebrating part. With luck and determination, we may raise a glass to you someday.
Okay. No, other side.
Bragus, I told you. I can't do that. You know the rules. Those days are behind me.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, it's our newest recruit. You made the right choice signing up here. The Gonfalon chapters produce some of the best tribute players in, well, Gonfalon Bay. That's why we're bound to start winning again. Eventually.
Rasamad said you fill me in some details of the club.
Yeah, of course. We should start with rankings. Look around. Every player you see has a place in the Roysters Club rankings based on their experience. That rank determines who they can and can't challenge. It's banded, see? Like a layer cake.
So, where do I fit in?
You're just starting out, so you're at the novice rank. As a novice, you can take on other novices, but not higher tier players. Oh, don't fret. You'll square off against a game baron soon enough. Rising in the rankings is just a matter of experience.
How should I gain experience?
Just challenge another novice here in the gaming hall. Get a real game under your belt, not just a bib and diaper match where Bragus lets you win. Oh, not that that's what happened with you. Oh dear. Just go play a game and let me know how it went.
Alright, I'll challenge one of the players here to Game of Tribute.
Remember, everybody's got to start somewhere. Win, lose, it doesn't matter. Just focus on learning the game, getting into the rhythm, right? I'll cheer you on from here. It's not every day I get to see an aspiring champion cut their teeth.
What was that with Bragas before I arrived?
You saw that? It's nothing, really. Bragus just gets a bit of swagger when he hits a hot streak. He's been winning a lot recently, so he offered to get me in at the ground floor. Tip me off to sure things so I can make a bet and such.
What does Rasamad think about that?
Are you kidding? He hates it. He tries his best to curb Bragus' antics. But we're getting to the point where he's ready to let that elf learn his lessons the hard way. Sometimes you have to hit the bottom before you can rise back up to the top.
Sounds like you speak from personal experience.
Perceptive. Listen, your focus should be on the fun of tribute. I'm not going to drag you through the details of my sordid past. We'd be here all day. Just get out there and have some fun, all right?
All right.
Ah, a fellow tribute player, yes? Fancy a game?
Let's play Tribute. Oh, damn it. I should have used this. Guess I end my... Okay, so I need 4, but I have only 3. I guess I buy these too. Is it 20? How much I need? Okay, I guess it's 25. Yeah, I go with prestige. Two, 3. I need 4. Or 30. Okay, or 35. Or 40. Okay, this will be interesting. Huh? What the hell? Ah, 40. And I won. Huh? Okay, that was weird. I think I win after this. Yes. Thank you.
Not bad for your first game. Not bad. Better than my first, that's for sure. I did see you hesitate once or twice. If you need a refresher on the rules, you can always check the rule book downstairs at the bar. Now, I think it's time you met Kishka.
Who is Kishka?
She's the Mooney Khajiit downstairs. Kishka and her brother create daily challenges for the chapter to keep us sharp. It's great practice, and you can win some fine rewards, too. Keeping her attention's no small feat, but when she focuses, look out.
Thanks, I'll go speak to Kishka. Okay, let's see what I got. Ooh, nice. Where's that second one? There. Anyway,
Kishka brought you here to help
that
Proper
was
Tribute Challenges, little brother.
introduction
Not sit around mewling about lost biscuits.
for Tales of
They were
Tribute.
muffins, sister. And they were
Thanks for
very
watching,
expensive.
and I catch you on next one. Bye.